My name is Carlos Manriquez. I'm originally from Mexico and currently living in the United States, living in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I would summarize the experience of Casa del Sol as powerful. That would be the word that I would choose. This retreat is a great portal to understand your higher calling in life. This was a very much an intimate experience. I mean, you're literally living in their house, eating meals with them. See them in the morning. Have casual conversations, more in-depth conversations. So I think that intimacy plays a huge role because you do get that family feeling, which we're all kind of yearning for. To be part of a tribe or a community, to be part of something that reminds us that we are in this together in a sense. I would say that Casa del Sol is a very special place because Jimenez and Santiago work from the heart, and this is the kind of work in my opinion, in my experience, that you can only work from the heart to be effective from it. Not everyone does. I think other people might be um, in a different path, and I think that reflects on the experience. Um, Santiago and Jimena, from on a personal perspective, I mean, they were there for me, the whole time. Tailoring my what I needed to eat specifically for me, checking in on me, and that was the case for everybody. So when you're working with somebody who is working from the heart, you're safe. You're in a good place. That's the place that you need to be. This is not to say that this is not a difficult experience, right? Like, this is why we're coming to these places, because we're coming to perhaps look at our shadow, look at our fears, confront them, embrace them, hug them, love them. So it's not necessarily easy, but it helps to know that you're safe. So that's a great plus for me. This experience is definitely not for everybody. I think that there are people who can manage their life and kind of work through their life, doing other types of modalities. There's plenty. There's Reiki. There's acupuncture and that sort of thing. But I think this experience definitely, for those who are called to do it, because it's in a way, it sort of became sort of like this bucket list. I've heard people call it like, oh, it's on my bucket list. It's not a bucket list. This is something that you want to experience, to transform and to transmute something that is very important for you to do so. So for those who are feeling called, I would say start sort of like really engaging in your inner work before you come to the retreat. The retreat itself is just sort of like the heightened or enlightening experience, or where you get to look at your demons and hug them, or look at the angels and dance with them, whatever your experience might be. This is the place to do it, because it's safe, it's protected, is with people that work from the heart, that work with the highest consciousness of love. So that will be my advice, and that's an advice. As always, I say it out loud to be a reminder for myself that the practice and the discipline that needs to happen before and after is so important, because it's gonna just make your experience a little bit lighter and more profound. For myself, actually, after the retreat is where the medicine has been working more than
Wow.
during the retreat. Um, so, and more like in connecting. with other people, connecting, almost like building a community, and sort of like shaping me into a path that I think I was called to do in this earth.